Well, what should you do if you're involved in a car accident caused by an icy road? Alex Anderson got the answers in this edition of Understanding the Law.
Today and every Monday, we make sure you understand the law. But before we do that, we say this. This segment is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute legal advice. No attorney-client relationship is formed by watching or participating in this segment. So if you are seeking any specific legal advice, you do want to reach out to an attorney on your own. And with that being said, Bill Kindig is here from Rice and Kindig, and
I am.
Appreciate you being here. Happy New Year. We have flipped the script now to January. Now,
2026, yeah.
Doesn't feel like it outside anytime
well,
soon.
Well, it doesn't, and especially given the topic that we're going to be discussing today, and that's what to do about icy road collisions. You know, even though it's been in the mid-70s this past Christmas week and leading up to New Year's, I understand from Patrick that cold weather may be coming here or somewhere else, you know. And in the event it does, you know, we get this asked all the time. Isn't the icy road an act of God? Yeah, the ice that falls from the sky is an act of God. Right. But the decision to get out and drive, that's yours. And we're not going to blame God for that. So what happens when you're out driving on the road? It is not an excuse to say, oh my goodness, the road was too slick when I hit my brakes, and that's what caused me to run into someone. That's kind of one of the risks you take when you choose to get out and drive. And look, don't think that because you have a pickup truck or four-wheel drive even, that makes you exempt. Sliding on slick roads is what happens because the coefficient of friction is reduced. But if you get hit by somebody on an icy road and you're not at fault, all the rules apply. But when it comes to looking at liability, we look at more than just the ice. What was your speed? Even if if the posted speed is 35 and you're driving 20 and you slide, 20 is too fast.
Right.
If you hit your brakes and your brakes don't stop like they would on a normal pavement, that's your fault.
Right.
We've got to make accommodations for that. If you don't and you're involved in a wreck, then you know, depending upon whose fault it is, the rules apply, just like they would if the roads weren't icy. You know, I think the best advice of all is, you know, if Joe Haynes says, you know, Bill, don't go out, and he may not use my name, but my wife thinks he's talking to me.
Of course.
Or if Patrick does, you know, that's good advice and good advice for a reason. So if you know that the storms are coming, go ahead and load up while the weather's still good so that you don't have to go out in it. Because I'm from Utah originally, and we have snowplows, we have sand, we have studded snow tires. Down here in Louisiana,
nothing.
We don't have any of that.
Nope.
And so I think the best advice I can give anybody is stay at home, enjoy the day off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't get those snow and ice days too often, so it's a good time to celebrate.
It is. And if you absolutely have to go out in it, you know, you're going to have to allow for additional time between you and the vehicle in front of you. Anticipate that the light is going to change. Right. Do not think that you're going to be able to stop. And just because the road appears dry where you are at this moment doesn't mean it will be dry when you need to stop. So just keep a good look on the way ahead. And remember, black ice blends in with the road.
Yep, absolutely. Well, doesn't seem like we're going to have to worry about that anytime soon, so we're thankful for that.
We are, and I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does and you've got any questions, give us a call.
Always best to be prepared, Bill. Always a pleasure to have you in.
Thanks.